Hello to everyone. How are you today? Today I'd like to share with you very important information. Before you go get the vaccine, I suggest in my opinions, I have all kind of vaccine for COVID vaccines and influenza vaccine. So. And before I go get the vaccines, okay, I eat full meal, and then I have at least 4 to 6 tablespoons of raw sugar cane. Raw sugar cane only, okay? It's not white sugar or brown sugar or palm sugar. Those are feminines, or those are negative sugar. So you need raw sugar cane to boost up your immune system, okay? So, and raw sugar cane, you take that with the Vietnamese powerful Qigong exercise, then you'll be fine. It gives you prolonged life, and it does reproduce more stem cells for your immune system. Anyway, so before you go get the shot, make sure that you have full meal and then have 4 to 6 tablespoons raw sugar cane mixed with warm water, like 18 ounces, and drink that between an hour before you get the vaccine shot, okay? There's always have the side effects, and anything includes all the COVID vaccine shot. In order to prevent not to get side effect measure, we can do the minimum, which is you add more sugar. The raw sugar can keep your body warm and then make your blood flow, okay? Like J&J, it causes people have blood clot. Because those among the people, most of the time, I can say that 99% is female, because your girl need more blood than the male. What happened, your liver side, bigger side than the male, because you are giving life, produce baby. So you need more blood to take care when you're pregnant. But sometimes, every month you got cursed, okay? Most people, female who have cramp, pain, and demonstrate issue, that because you are lower sugar, okay? You lower blood. So raw sugar cane, it will produce more blood to replace the old blood to leaving you. So in order to have nice, healthy blood when you got your period, you may need to drink every 2 or 3 hours, at least 4 tablespoons of the raw sugar cane mixed with hot boiled water with the ginger, at least 1 tablespoon of ginger. In that case, it will help your blood, growing healthier, and then minimums your cramps. And sometimes, the period time you have, do not eat anything citrus, sour. Example like fruity, okay? Grapefruit or strawberry or anything. And I wouldn't eat ice cream either, okay? Especially in the winter month, ice cream or cold beverage, that's not very healthy for your bloodline. That's another reason why people got issue with side effect from the vaccine, because your blood thin it out, you fine. But then your blood clogged out because you're losing body heat, you're losing sugar, you're losing blood flow, okay? So in case if your pulse is gonna drop under 50, that dangerous sound, and then your hand very cold, your feet cold, and your heart kind of pinchy, that means you're gonna have blood clot, okay? So that in that case, before you go see the doctor or emergency, just quickly make yourself 4 or 5 tablespoons raw sugar cane, okay, in 8 ounces of boiled water, hot boiled water, and mix with 1 tablespoon of garlic. Then drink that, because these substances, sugar and garlic, okay, water, sugar, garlic, it helps to make your blood thinner. And same time, during you take that, stay awake, sit, and breathe, and make sure use one of the thermometer blood pressure meter and to check your blood pressure. Make sure the pulse cannot go lower than 50, okay? And that time you can, if your systolic, okay, low, then 90, you better breathe your nose, okay? Like inhale your nose like this and exhale your nose. But that time, same time, when your blood pressure drop low, you should drink that substance, water, sugar, and garlic, and then make sure you're breathing with your nose and your nose only. Put your tongue on top of your mouth like this, okay, gently. Breathe on top, and then breathe in your nose, okay? And sometimes, if you happen to have high blood pressure, okay, and then just blow through your mouth and your mouth only, like the video that I show, okay. So when you take, if you have high blood pressure, fake one actually come from the vaccine side effect, okay. So you can do like this, okay. Take only 5-second breath into your tummy and exhale more, like 20 or 30 seconds. So you can do like inhale by your mouth, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and go like that until you got no more breath, and then open your mouth. It automatically, the breath, the air comes into your mouth naturally, like that, and then go again, like that. Okay, but do not take much. Give it out more. Take less. That's for low your high blood pressure. Most people, after they got vaccine the first day until the 6th month, you can have a side effect anytime, okay? But the best way to prevent side effect, excuse me, you need to do more my exercise, which is do the clapping hand, okay? And do the knee crunch on the table that I show. And yeah, and then just do that 2 exercise. But before you do that exercise, always, any kind of exercise, always take 3-4 table raw sugar cane, okay? And drink some water, hot boiled water. That's good for you, especially in the winter month. And after you exercise, you sweat, okay? Then you need more sugar, all right? Take more sugar. If you have the meter for to check the glucose, that's even better, okay? So then do that. And normally for the glucose, when you're hungry, okay, it should be from 100 to 140 mg/dl, okay? And then if in decimal, and then if the mole, then should be 6.5 to 8.5 mmol. And after you ate, okay, it should be from 8.5 mmol. It should be 10.5 mmol and dash L. Okay, for the other one is 140 mmg/dl up to 180 mmg/dl. That after you eat, okay. The modern medicines or Western medicine, they reduce down to 120. Okay, so it doesn't matter you pass or you fall. If you are above 120, they give you the diabetic pill. That is very dangerous, okay? I remember 1975 in America, that's where I'm here at that time. America is the donut house every corner, okay? And it seemed like everybody fine. And then and a gas station, of course. And then until 1980, and then the more you become like 90, all that donut house or coffee house in the United States gone, okay? Replaced for the word is CVS and Walgreens, all over, every corner. You think that's good? So now instead we eat sugar, cheaper. Raw sugar cane is very good for you, rather than all those pill, or I can call adult M&M. which is not very good. Then more people, at that time, the 10 year between the 80 and the 90, all the older people who are diabetic now. And then later on, the 90 to the 2000, and all the people who are middle age and old age diabetic, because the country prosperity and everybody partying and drinking. So those are not real sugar, okay? That's a fake sugar. You're drinking Coke, they go up. Minute you run back and forth, they go down. Okay, the sugar went down fast. And then later on, the woman, every woman who got pregnant, and then they have some sweet tooth because the pregnancy, craving for it. Some women like to eat sweet, some women like sour taste when they got pregnant. And then the doctor told them, oh, your sugar too high. Here pill, here insulin, shot. And then the child born out retard. That is bad, okay? In my opinion, this is wrong. Look at it now, how many kids, got autism and Down syndrome because the mom don't have no sugar to feed them, all right? And then now the whole freaking world, been brainwashed by, no, sugar bad for you. Not really. Whoever say that, really bad, have no freaking heart, okay? Look at that, everything's sugar, okay? If you don't have any sugar, your body required to end up in the hospital, what they give to you. The IV, saline, okay? Or, IV mixed with salt and sugar and blue electrode, things like that. Or they give you the sugar shot. And then same time, everybody who have, fake diabetic, you take pill for 20, 30 years, it won't go away, okay? And then what happened? When you go to the hospital, they give you sugar shot. That. I'm not, criticizing anybody, but a lot of this system is all messy, okay? So, because I'm one of them, experience all this crap. So now I'm going to share with everybody in my experience and my opinions. The world start, dying for no sugar, okay? All kind of disease is no sugar. Well, the sugar, it have the own good or bad. Everything have the good or bad. You just have to know how to use it. So if you happen to eat all negative sugar, like white sugar, food, okay, fructose, sugar, lactose, whatever it is, then you have to work out harder, okay? And then they produce blood to feed you. But most of negative sugar, they become protein, okay? And then if you take the raw sugar cane, that I'm highly recommended. And or you can have a chance, take more sugar cane juice, okay? Those animals like the elephant in Asia, they love to eat that. And they'll find monkey, everything, they love, sugar cane juice. And the people live with that fine until we live with the rich people health problem is here. No sugar, okay? So that, not right. So then I have a lot of customers who have diabetic for like 20, 30 years, okay? They came to me, I give them 10 table raw sugar cane, okay? So the glucose show that the negative sugar in the blood is 525. So after I give them 10 table raw sugar cane, surprisingly, it went down to 190 or 200, something like that. Okay, and then I give them another 4 table raw sugar cane after that, and I make them do exercise, okay? And after exercising, it went down to 160. Now, any doctor or any scientist against the sugar explain to us why it go down instead of go up. Say, if you can explain, please, don't tell people that they have the high sugar, okay? Now even the system want to lower the sugar down to 100. If anybody, the glucose going up to 110 or 18, they give them pill or insulin later. I would take that shit, okay? Sorry, but that's how it is. And the best thing for you, okay, to consume any food you like. We live to eat. We don't eat to live. That's the problem in America now. So, or the word, okay? Everybody got sugar. And kid, now even little kid got, diabetic. Oh my goodness. You see the people who don't have a sugar, they don't have any muscle, okay? They don't have any, they got only skin and bones. That's it. And they can barely walk, okay? And later on, no sugar, all kind of health problem, which is cancer, heart disease, all kind of stuff, okay? This is my opinions, and you have a choice to make, like I did myself. So, there you go. And remember, raw sugar cane, it not kill you. Raw sugar cane, it prolong life for you. I've been doing that, for 15 years. I consume 1 pound raw sugar cane a day. 1 pound, okay? Then look at me now. I am healthy more than a lot of young people that I know. Okay? So, in a way, now you have to be your own self healthcare. Okay? Be self doctor. That's it. Because right now, even the word censor in the United States, 2035, they need, from now to then, they need 234,000 doctors. If now you go see the doctor, you're not lucky to see the doctor. You get to see the PA. And then the whole system just want everybody, have a long, short life. I want everybody to have long, healthy life, so you can enjoy your golden age, like 50, 60 years ago. Now people, by the time they're 45, they start on all kind of drugs, okay? And it's not that the way how to live. And I would recommend, for all that believe it, that drug is good for you, okay? No, negative sugar is good for you, but you have to work harder on your exercise. Positive sugar, which is raw sugar cane, is very good for you. It will fix all health problems you have. So, I have tried anything, even all my clip, I'm proving it. I took sugar as much as I can, and I burned it as I can, you can see. And I don't have any health issue. Basically, I have no health insurance for years, okay? I don't need one either, because everybody will see the doctor and lady Ann, first, you got high blood pressure. And those high blood pressure, 99%, they are fake, okay? They're not real, because you can eat something, or you can get angry, they can go up, okay? But as long as your pulse stable under your level, and then you're fine. And if you have high blood pressure, it's easy way, okay? Just blow, like that. Or, you see that behind your ear here, you can put your thumb here and rub it down and blow. And blow. And blow. Do that until you feel dizzy and stop. And then your blood pressure will low down. And if you keep doing that, maybe, they're too low and you pass out, okay? Well, they're not good neither. So, and most of the time, just do this like 14 times, okay? 14 count. And then you see that. Okay, then why, when we take the medication, why is take for life? That's not the way it is. Like example, if you have, like headache, okay, you're going to use Tylenol or aspirin, and then your headache go away. Would you like to take some more till the rest of your life to prevent it again in a headache? Not really, okay? I wouldn't do that. And besides, when you get a headache or sinuses, all those stuff just because you are low of sugar, okay? You run out of sugar, okay? That's why your body ache, okay? Rheumatoid arthritis, there's no cure. The best thing to cure is you do take raw sugar cane and do my Methadone Vietnamese Qigong exercise, okay? You're fine. You'll be fine. You're much healthier, okay? I wish, I can speak more fluent English so I can explain to you more clearly, but that's what I got. So I hope you bear with me that. I'm trying to get more example, for proving, because in America, in the West, always have to have proving. Okay, for us, we practicing traditional medicines or whatever. We don't need to prove. Okay, as long as it works, that's all we care. As long as we're able to save life, we care. It's proving and then it later fail. Oh, the scientist no good. Oh, the scientist no good. That's not really, encourages for me to be doing on it. So anyway, there you go. And then raw sugar cane is good for you, okay? And I do have a lot of, the scientists recommend, the sugar cane proving it can prevent you to cancer. It's true, okay? It's true. In Asia, in third world country, we all drink sugar cane juice, okay? And the skinny guy but got muscle, got tendon. Over here, a lot of guy got a lot of meat, okay? But no fat, no muscle. Or some guy very skinny, bone and skin. So that's not the way it is. Remember the system is no good. All the doctors are good. But because they follow the wrong system, that's why they be doing all bad too. So, but they have no choice, okay? But anyway, there's some very good doctor around. And I'm sure, hopefully one day all the doctors who are with the wrong pattern, turn around. With the heart, not for the business. Because when a lot of doctors, they become a doctor just for money, okay? For I wanted to be, okay? Not to do the job at, the doctor with the compassion heart, like an old day. I seen the old day, or the doctor can do the house call. I remember one time I had the Dr. Fry. He's a wonderful man. I was a college student, poor, broke, and worked part-time. And I got sick. I didn't have any money, to pay him, but he didn't charge me a penny. And he always gave me the Buddha shot. At that time, I did not know what the Buddha shot was. Actually, the B12, okay? Now you cannot get the B12 shot, okay? Unless you have to pay much money, all right? So that B12 shot, you don't need the B12 shot, okay? The raw sugar cane is your B12 shot. And then the eggs, okay? You can eat egg many you want, because egg is not dairy products. That eggs is like a B12. They're very good for your health. And that's why they make the flu shot, from the rotten eggs, okay? See? Anyway, even rotten eggs still good for you to make medication, okay? To make the vaccine. See that? I'm not a scientist, but I use my own experience. And I have been through, a lot of crap. And lucky me, I found Master Do, and I learned from him. Now, I use my own guinea pig, okay, to test through everything I learned from him. Because that way, I went through that, and I did that, so that I can share with all of you, okay? But again, you need the fourth thing, okay? The four equipments that very good doctor, okay? Which is the blood pressure machine, put in your arm cup, okay? When you take your blood pressure, you're supposed not to touch nobody, okay? If you touch somebody, your blood pressure can jump, okay? And you have to sit, still with itself machine blowing. And when the machine, start pumping to get the pressure, sometimes they stop and then they sound beep, 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 beep. That means you have a lot of blood clot, okay? In old day, or the doctor do, the old way, they don't know. Okay, they depend on the machine. They depend too much on blood test, this test, that's more money. Anyway, but the system make them to do so, okay? Anyway, so you need four things, okay? The blood pressure machine, the diabetic glucose meter, to look for the meter, and the pH strip balance to get the pH, but I spit in my hand and then check, the saliva in my hand instead. But do that before you eat and after you eat, okay? And then the thermometer, okay? The thermometer, check here, that for your stomach, okay? And then the pinky for your heart. And then the pinky toe on the left side, that for the kidney, okay? So, yeah, we can make a lot of things, work better with our own natural source of food. Our food, it can be our best medicine, but can be a bad, worse poisoning, okay? Some people can eat mushroom, fine, they don't have issue. Some people eat mushroom, got sick. Or some people can eat a lot of peanut, okay, they're fine. But sometimes you're not gonna eat peanut, why? You see, because your organ doesn't work properly. And then after you straighten them all up, you can eat anything you want. That's why we meant to live, healthy, and we can eat anything we like, because we live to eat, we don't eat to live. That's not life, okay? And anyway, so that I want to share with you about, the diabetic. Nobody should have any diabetic problem, unless you're born, with the pancreas issue, then that's a different story. But if you're born healthy, and certainly you go see the doctor, and then the pharmaceutical company lower them the level down, the glucose level down to 120, and then everybody got, a glucose problem, and then everybody weak and tired and raw. Okay, I weigh 195, 200 pounds for 5'6", and I don't have any fat. Okay, see, no fat. Okay. The thing is, because my organ heavy and my bones, solid of blood, okay, bone marrow. That's the reason why when if I fall, I will break my bone easily, like most big guy, but they got hollow bone before, they broke every part of the body, okay? That's because you have no sugar, raw sugar cane. The glucose, okay? In the stem cell, they have 4 minerals. Oxygens, protein, lipid, and glucose, okay? So now, the doctor listen to the pharmaceutical company, the system, to remove the sugar out them cell. So now you got 3 things left. What happened? The cell gonna grow and die quickly. That's why people aging faster, they lose faster, they got more, depressing. So now, so many people got mentally issue, okay, besides drug doesn't count, but mentally issue because you're low of raw sugar cane, your sugar too low, and then the cloudy day or, not very, shining day, people end up have very bad mood, anxiety, fear, okay? So some people, sugar low, you end up they have a lot of nightmare when you sleep at night. You fall somebody's chasing you, kill you, or somebody chasing you, rob you, or you fall in the ditch, things like that. That suggestion you are low sugar. Or you wake up in the night, you sweat the whole bed. That means you are horrible, horrible lack of sugar. That means sugar making blood, okay? Remember that. Sugar making blood. You need sugar in order to live. If you more sugar out, and then problem. And then if you got sick, you go to the hospital, they give you the IV that make with sugar, okay? Even you take Nyquil cough syrups, they're nothing but a whole bunch of sugar and alcohol. I make my own Nyquil. I put lime, ginger, okay, and heavy of raw sugar cane and shot of vodka, and my freaking cold gone. Okay, all my customer who I teach them to exercise, to teach them this, they got a cold. They just take one shot, they're gone. Okay, even the time. See, the scientifically is not correctly proved, okay, proving that not work. Well, it's your business, but it worked for us, okay? So, I'm not having money to buy, those expensive Nyquil that doesn't work. Sometimes you can drown me, okay? But the other stuff I made, natural, it's all good. Oh, but besides, you can make every food like, cholesterol pill, okay? That comes from grapefruit. That's why the doctor give you test the cholesterol pill. They tell you Vestatin, okay, Vestatin, that do not take any grapefruit. Why? because too much could cause you issue, okay? But a lot of time, the cholesterol does not cause you blood clot, okay? Your freaking mucus, that will kill you, okay? So every time you got mucus, spit it out. And avoid not to eat anything that causes you mucus, like dairy products, okay? Those, not really healthy if you eat them, and you like cheese and all the stuff, but you have to exercise. And if you eat them, you do not do exercise, then you got mucus, and mucus is going to cause your artery choked up, okay? And the artery choked up is not easy to get the mucus off, okay? A lot of time, the doctors still don't get, the idea that they always blame on the cholesterol that causes, artery clogged up. Not really, okay? Then they put the stamp, okay, through your groin up to your artery, and then later on they got stuck anywhere else because of mucus, okay? And people who are smoking got a lot of mucus, but you can spit it out. And the best thing, to not to eat it, okay? And if you eat that, you need to eat ginger tea, drink ginger tea. Like us, we Asian cook, cooking, we always put a lot of ginger and garlic and all that stuff. And the garlic is very good for your heart, okay? But same time, everything moderate, okay? I will do more of that later in the future. I highly recommend to whomever afraid to get the vaccine shot, please do so. It saved your life. I have all vaccine, include tetanus shot, whatever, available. I will get it, okay? And the only thing of course, you're going to have the side effect here and there, like I have, after I got the booster shot vaccine, I'm more experienced, every time shot, first shot, second shot, third shot, my blood pressure hit the roof, 200, my systolic, over 160, but my pulse, okay, 70, sometimes 75, so then I'm okay. So that, side effect, it happened to do the pressure to get your blood up, and then there are temporary effect. And if you're concerned, you can take the blood pressure pill from the doctor provide to you, or even cholesterol, okay? But that's not gonna work right away. It can take about 9-10 months. But in my own experience and my own opinions, okay, in order to do that, you need to eat a lot of eggplants. It's easy, the purple eggplant, you can cut them and then put in a plate, put some olive oil, you can grill them, or you can steam them, through microwave. So easy to eat that 3-4 times a week. It's very good, it's very healthy for your artery. They make them very flexible, okay? And they not, give you a vesicle vein, okay? But always have 4 doctors. The best 4 doctor for you is the glucose meter, okay? For your diabetic glucose, and then the second tool is the thermometer and the strip pH, and then the thermometer gun to check your temperature. Okay, so those temperatures mean the blood flow, and there you go. Always using that for doctor, and that will proving you that how your body, need and what you require to need. And by the way, before you eat, okay, write down whatever you eat and check your blood pressure. Before you eat, your blood pressure, okay, on the right side is higher when you're hungry. After you eat, okay, the right side go lower, and then the left side higher. When you're hungry, the left side lower. So after you eat about 60 minutes to 90 minutes, okay, then you check your blood pressure again. Then we'll see if the transition time or not. If the right side is still high, and then the left side is low after you eat, that because your stomach, it doesn't work. And then you can feel your stomach, hard, okay, like gassy and loaded. That means you gotta go down, do the exercise, which is do the crunch. And I'm going to show you another exercise, for the people who cannot have no energy to pull their legs up and push down to the tummy. But when you do the Vietnamese tummy crunch, okay, make sure that when you pull your knee, your hand cross together and you push them like that, okay? But do only pushing your rib cage, okay, your tummy, make sure you blow it out. If you not blow correctly, or you hold your breath, when you press your thigh down your tummy, that would cause you the rib number 11 could be damaged, okay? That would be very painful and take a long time to heal. So make sure you blow it out, exhale when you put your thigh to your tummy and breath like that. But make sure lay down and do that, okay? Do not breathe your nose. When you do that, just exhale your mouth in and out. So sometimes, a lot of time, the people who have, hard tummy, they produce a lot of gas from the food like broccoli, all the sauces. That could cause you high blood pressure, okay? And if people who have high blood pressure, I recommend do not drink any beverage, alcohol, or Coke, okay? But instead, you can drink Pepsi, flat, with the half of lime's juice in it, okay? The fresh lime, you couldn't have with the juice in the Pepsi, your blood pressure is gonna go down. Okay, but I would recommend to take Pepsi, often, just that for emergency. All right, and then do this exercise to get the blood pressure down. Okay, there we go. All right, and after you get the vaccine, okay, continue to stay on the raw sugar can. Every 2-3 hours, check your glucose level have to be high, and especially you live in the northern part of any country which is cold. They have more, side effect than the people who live in the warm climate. Because when you live in a cold climate, even the wind drop, to the cold temperature, arteries shrink, okay? When arteries shrink, they could squeeze the pressure that make your blood go up. So the pill from the doctor give you the blood pressure pill, it won't work quickly, okay? It takes sometimes 8-9 months before that artery can expand it. When they expand it, the blood pressure just drop, okay? But they're not going to go away. So because you don't eat the right food, okay? The food we eat is all positive or negative. So make sure after you eat, write it down what you eat, and then check your blood pressure. If your stomach doesn't work properly, you go exercise, and then make sure next time don't eat that food no more. Eat something else. Because certain food, will support some certain people, and some food did not help other people. Okay? So I got so much I want to share with all of you. And but the time is limited. And besides, there's more things that I'm gonna need to put in there for you all gonna do working out. So if you want to walk straight and healthy, just please, do exercise. And this exercise is only work, but the other exercise, one way we can without negative or positive. Master Do designed the exercise power Qi Kong energy. That it's not the same with martial art, you can break the brick, but this, the Qi power can enhancing your internal organ healthier, okay? So, like myself, I'm weight 195, 200 pounds, but I only am 5'6" tall. Say, am I look fat to you? But if you go to the doctor, this is too fat, okay? This is too much weight, okay? This is wrong. Everybody have different level. It's not one fit at all. That doesn't work, okay? That's a big mislead. That's liar, okay? So, I'm sorry I got a little bit attitude, but that because I went through hell before by belief on whatever the doctor told me, okay? So now, cannot trust anyone doctor, okay? Some of them are very good doctor, but because the system make them become a bad one, all right? I'm not here to crucify anybody, but that's the truth. I'm sure one of you experienced that, okay? Especially now the the COVID thing happened. So a lot of people have died. Why? Because the immune system weak. Even the people who have double shot and still got infected because they don't have enough raw sugar can. Simple as that. And I worked up front with the people, during the bad time of the COVID 2019 2020. That's a very crucial time. But I just take my sugar, and all the customers come to see me. I teach them how to exercise, those things, and I tell them, take sugar, sugar, sugar. Then they give me a nickname, Tom Sugar, Sugar Tom, thing like that. But it's okay. At least I am, happy that I'm able to save a lot of people suffering. For me, I highly recommend everybody have to wear a mask. I know sometimes it's not very pleasant, and that's why I do not eat, too much food at night, because if you are a meat eater, your stomach become animal graveyard. Next morning, it's bad smell, okay? And if you are vegan, you eat that, then it's going to become a trash can. So, nighttime, I would eat, no food, or maybe small, tiny couple of raw sugar can, probably about 4 or 5 tablespoons raw sugar can, and then mix with, some ginger, crime, and drink with that, and you'll be fine. Okay, and same time, if you have cold hand, cold feet, and then your body warmed up with the ginger tea with sugar, and then will help you wake up with a healthy, happy mood. And beside my nephew, who did not believe wear a mask, and he so healthy, and then he got double shot already. So then he traveled for work, and he came home. Guess what? A day later, he lost his smell. He lost his scent. Okay? So he ended up, got really sick. And he had to isolate himself for 2 weeks. But 10 days, in that 10 days, he was coughing, hacking, coughing until he passed out. And to the point, he coughed out blood, okay? Because that contagious can cause that. Remember, he did not wear a mask, and outside, okay, the wind is very nasty, very bad, because they carry faucet, nuclear, everything, and then the soil contaminated, everything contaminated, and then they evaporate to the air, they're floating around, okay? I wouldn't stand 6 feet, I stay 30 feet away from the people. Even when I go outside and wear the N95 mask, and the people who about 30, 40 feet away from me smoking, and go right to my nose. And my wife, same thing. And then she go home, she got sick. Okay, because immune system quite weak. Even I give her more sugar, more exercise. But, when female, you get older, you tend to be more miserable if you're not carefully take care of it. And as soon as, and they took him, and he can't even eat nothing. So the best thing, the best way to give him food is only liquid food, like chicken broth, okay? You have to get the old rooster, or then you make the broth cook long time, so that the juice and the bone, everything come out, and put a lot of ginger in the chicken broth, and then just feed them with that. And after that, you give them the heaven help, milk. I mean the considered milk, not ham, sorry. Considered milk, 2 tablespoons of that, and 4 tablespoons of raw sugar, and then just put the high boiled water and feed him with that. And he finally, recovered. So now that macho young man, he no longer leave his mask alone. Every time he go outside wearing mask, okay? He learned from the hard way. And he lucky because he got that double shot. Otherwise, he already dead, okay? And dying for suffering, this is horrible. You come healthy, and then suddenly, you got all kind of virus, so this virus, we're gonna live with them, with the vaccine we're gonna have to use every year, to my understanding and my opinions. The virus gonna flow around the air, not just 1 or 2, virus, okay? It's a billion. You can see the particle airborne. You see that inside. They got tons of living thing in there. Surround us all kind of living thing, okay? I practice Feng Shui, okay? That's how I know that we're supposed to keep the earth, Mother Earth, healthy, green. She's gentle, so people disrespect her, drill and dig and pick and all that. And then now we pay the price for it, okay? So it's not just the global warming, natural coming, but I'm very strongly believe that all the people who are their own greed, you know, they don't care about the future. So there you go, forcing carbon dioxide, everything flowing around the air, and nuclear leak. Okay, the more technology, the worse, you know, we're gonna live in, and the more crime too. Anyway, so that's why a lot of us in Asia, we slowing down. You know, we do not do more advanced technology. But until the West, you know, keep messing up and blame everything from Asia, okay, that's not nice. So anyway, that highly I recommend, you know, you don't eat full food at night. Like, you know, people do steak, you know, prime ribs, and drink and party, and then next month, then they go home, sit around for an hour, then go to bed. You see, the stomach doesn't work, okay? Do the good way, okay, 6 o'clock in the morning till noon, you can eat a full meal, okay, heavy meal, like a dinner. And then after that, by 3 o'clock, if you're hungry, you know, you can eat little snack, okay, like a dwarf or maybe, you know, a pie or something. And then nighttime, you eat more or less, okay, just maybe a small bowl of chicken noodle soup with ginger. Or if that, you can have a glass of ginger tea with 4 tablespoons raw sugar cane, or 6 tablespoons, depend, you know, how much you need for your glucose. But I recommend that before you go to sleep, use one of the glucose meter, poke on your finger. Okay, do not pick this finger. Okay, they're very painful. So you pick this one finger. Okay, let's go right to your liver, or this one, you go to your heart, okay? But I prefer to pick this one directly to your heart. And, or you can poke them right here, okay? So before you poke, you know, hit your hand up a little bit and rub them a little bit so you warm up, and then you squeeze them out like this, just find the redness part, and then put the needle there and pop. Okay, sometimes, you know, like myself, my hand, the skin is so thick, it won't work here for me. So I poke right here, okay? And I use the tiny, most of the time you can use 30 gauge needles, that's better. But for me, I have thick skin, sometimes I don't buy, you know, I do like 28 gauge, so a little bit thicker. Like at the hospital, they poke your finger, it hurt like hell. So that a little bit thicker, okay? So anyway, yeah, check the glucose. If you see that your glucose, like that night, like 120 mg/dl, okay, or about, you know, 5.5 or 4.5 of the mmol, then you need to make the sugar, okay, drink with the ginger or even blend sugar. But I prefer, you know, ginger if you have, you know, cold stomach. Okay, drink that, and or you in the period of time, you know, got cursed, especially female, it's very good ginger with raw sugar cane. Okay, it will ease out your pain. All the ibuprofen or whatever pain release, it does not do too much for you on the cramp. Okay, so, and hey guys, we're lucky. Okay, so stop complaining. If you want to know next life, become a woman and you see what happened. Anyway. Yeah, so for myself, every time I go outside, I put a mask on. I go to somebody's house, okay? I try not to, but holiday, I will go to somebody's house, even family, I still have to wear the mask. Okay, so we all have to stay apart. And the wind is turning around and twisting. And imagine how many people die from the COVID. And a lot of them, you know, not cremate, okay? They bury them, okay, quickly. And the earth, you know, it doesn't matter how tough your coffin, okay? A lot of coffin, you know, manufacturers said, oh, the coffin guarantee, you know, 50 years silk and not crack. Not really, okay? The earth move a little bit, everything crack, and then the body leak, okay? The best way, cremation, you know, and keep the earth clean and ash to ash is easy. And instead burial ground, and cheap too, okay? So anyway, that my humble opinions I would like to share with all of you. If whoever, you know, still afraid to get the vaccine, do not be afraid. They help you, okay? Do not read all the information out there. So people who want to be a scientist, they don't even finish the damn high school or elementary, and they know everything about science, okay? That's ridiculous, okay? So I'm sorry, whoever, I step your toes, it's too bad. But it is what it is. I speak the truth. And, we got all kind of vaccines on. Polio and measles and chicken pox and all that stuff. I remember my when I was childhood, another friend of mine, they didn't have a chance to go get the chicken pox shot, okay? And then later on, the chicken pox, spread into his eye and pops out his eye blind. 5 years old, so I never forget those things because I feel so bad for him. He had to learn everything. But good thing that later in life he's doing okay, But it's rough, you lose your eyesight. Nothing worse than lose your eyesight, or nothing worse than die. So it's not easy to become a human being, okay? And because I'm a believer in donation, so that's not easy. So we have to, deal with it and, to live through this life with a better life. And I experienced my own, seen my own eye, my family member who are refused to get the vaccine shot, okay? Back home, my cousin, she died from tetanus shot. Without tetanus shot, she hit this rusty nail, the barbed wire. We have the war, so the barbed wire sat there and then become rusty. And when she crawled to it, and what happened, she got ripped and then bleeding out a little bit. And then that night, she died. And then we took to the hospital and realized that she had, without tetanus shot. So now the rusty nail, a rusty barbed wire caused her death. Okay? And then you see, no vaccine, no good. And then when you have the vaccine, okay, to prevent, most people got worse side effect because you don't have any glucose sugar, okay? So the best thing to get the glucose sugar, okay? And same time, if you have, high blood pressure after you get vaccine, okay, that's not too much to worry, in my humble opinion. Because as long as your pulse, stay, depends your age. If you're over 60, your pulse should be, from 70 to 80, okay? In between that, you're fine. And if sometimes the pulse too high, that means, they be too fast, that means you need sugar. You need raw sugar cane, okay? Eat that. And you need blood too, okay? So the blood, that means the food, and that food that negative sugar, okay? The feminine sugar. So raw sugar cane is male. And then you combine, you eat it, and you work out, Mr. Doe exercise. And some of my exercise, I agree, that, it will bring you more healthy stem cell. So we want the stem cell grow, one die and one grow same time together, okay? Just like we came to the world together. Not like the chicken first or the hen first or the rooster first or whatever. They all come together, okay? That's why male and yin yang, okay? There you go. And then, so in order, to have the stomach that can bring you a bad acid, okay? That's why you had a bad breath. Even, I have a dentist who came to me and asked me, the whole family are dentists, practicing. They asked me why, they teeth everything clean, but the husband got very bad breath. I said, well, your tummy, stop eating late with full meals, stop partying like weekend, Friday, football time, everybody bing, happy time. And then later on, you got all kind of problem. And Zantac, okay, or Prozac or whatever, so it's not healthy. The best thing to cure that, okay, the acid, you can eat a lot of cabbage head. Those you can steam them, okay, or you can juice them out and drink it, okay. And then with the sugar, okay, or you can drink 10 table raw sugar cane. And after you drink it, it's very strong sugar, it constant, thickness. Then you're gonna experience whoppering, okay? So just peel everything out, and then you're fine, okay? Next video, I'm gonna show you how to drink the sugar when you have, issue with your stomach, okay? Like ulcer or whatever. And then you're gonna get that out and you burp it out, or you even twisting out, and then you'll be fine, okay? But see, we're using food, okay, because the cabbage is negative, okay? They can remove the bad positive acid, from your tummy, build in there for day after day, century after century. So like I said, people who eat meat, that could be your stomach, it could be like an animal graveyard, cemetery, okay? So do eat less meat, especially now the meat, more bad contaminated, okay? Even fruit, veggie, I bought them, fresh veggie, like green bean. Normally it lasts me like a week at least, or 2 weeks, okay? When I bought them from the store. Now 2 days, they all got rotten. See, and even fruit like mango, everything, you have to eat them right away, otherwise they turn black and blue, okay? So you have to throw away, what's a waste, all right? Just because everything contaminated, the air contaminated, very bad. So we're gonna have to live with the virus, with the bad air for our health until 2050, if we are lucky, okay? So they need to turn this Mother Earth into blue again and green, not gray and foggy and all that, smart and everything, okay? We wear masks since we were a kid back in Asia. Everybody drive motorcycle or moped, okay? They wear the mask to protect our lungs, okay? Because the smart from the motorbike, even we have smart control everything, but still, okay? And a lot of them are released from the tree, okay, from the earth, because the tree, can be very bad toxic in the fall time because they're killing all the leaf. So they can rest in the winter, you see? So they release all the carbon dioxide, and when we back to, and then the air come in, you breathe in it. That's why a lot of people got respiratory problem, asthma, allergy, all that, okay? So if you have a lot of tree and fall time, even winter time, stay away from them, okay? That's why I like to grow all the green area tree, okay, like evergreen. But they look, okay for year round, and then they're not so bad, to get people sickness from the like maple tree or the other tree, something like that. There you go. They're all kind of bad, influence. And then the nuclear leak, okay, a lot of nuclear tower in the United States is wasting taxpayer money, and they leak everywhere, okay? So there we go, cancer, everything, it comes from the air and comes from lack of sugar. Because if you have enough sugar, your blood, cell healthy, and then you survive. But if not, you die. And even kids nowadays see the mom not, eat enough sugar, okay? Raw sugar can. And then avoid not to eat carb. Because the carb, you can eat them like pizza, buns, bread. They make you fat, okay? Because they have too much protein. But the thing is, you can work it out, okay? If you eat only that, and you have to work harder. You have to go to the gym and burn it. But most of the time, the Western exercise is only one way. Either positive or negative, okay? It's not like us, we do negative and positive. Everything you need, negative and positive, okay? Look at that electrical wire, okay? That's negative, positive. Look at that, your blood flow from the heart in and out. See, negative, positive, okay? So, you not do just one way, okay? And remember, wear mask. Like it or not, you're gonna get used to it. My grandkids, every one of them wear masks all day at school, okay? And they fine, okay? They fine, rather than, catching, the virus, okay? And we need all the children live healthy to take care of us when we get older. But now the children, got sick, and then who's gonna take care of them? See? Okay, so if you love your kid, let your kid, get the vaccine. Do not listen to all misled out there. Oh, I don't know, my kid, fine. Okay, that's a lot of foolish way to think of. I'm sorry I have to step on somebody's toes, because in Asia, if you are the parent and you control, not listen to the government, and then something happened to your kid, they die, you're the one who go to jail. Like I know one doctor in Vietnam, okay, she's a plastic surgeon, and then she very famous, and then she accidentally mistake somehow for liposuction for one of the patient, and that patient died, and she ended up in jail for 20 years. Okay, see that you should, and then don't think about the parents. The parent, if you are the scientist, if you know everything, and then fine. But you are just ordinary people. Let the scientists, do the work, and then you just benefit of it. Okay, I believe on science. Okay, anyway, but only I do not believe on the medication from the pharmaceutical company, tell the doctor, tell the politician, lobby them to make money and to harm every BC in the world, us, okay? So now you see the whole world now, everybody diabetic. That's the rubbish, okay? If I go see the doctor, my glucose going to hit 165. Oh, now I'm in danger, okay? And last time I happened to drink coffee, the Vietnamese coffee is so thick of the creamy, okay? The thing that's creamy is so high cholesterol, and I eat all fat, okay? So my glucose, bad glucose, went up like 700 something. I didn't die, okay? So my doctor, that was about 20 years ago. My doctor sent me into the emergency doctor, and I'm still breathing. That's just fake, and I burned it out. Even, you can test this out. Take 10 tablespoons raw sugar cane, okay? And then check your glucose, see what it is. And then when you got, after you take the sugar, and then you can check them again, see what the number. It could be 150, okay? And then walk upstairs, downstairs. Just do that for 10 rows. And you know what happened? Your sugar gonna burn very fast, okay? Except, the carb, okay? Like from pizza, cheese, all the heavy duty, okay? The female food, you eat that. You're gonna have to work harder to burn it, okay? But glucose make from raw sugar cane is fine. That gives you energy. That gives you more, happiness. So if people low sugar, you see that? They went into dementia, okay? Dementia and not motivate, even, mentally despair, and then even kill themselves, okay? So there you go. That's all I know and I share with you for today. And hopefully you see this helpful for my own opinions and my own experience. And I'm so glad that I'm able to learn from Dr. Doe, okay, who invent this healing naturally with sugar, okay? So who says sugar bad for you? That is very, very misled, okay? Don't grab the whole part of the apple tree. And then, you have to go find which one bad, and then you sort it out. And you don't have to cut the whole tree, okay? That's how the Asian world, we look into the issue from the root cause of the problem. That means, the system, not the symptom, okay? So there we go. And like sometimes people have lung problems. So what we gotta go? You don't go straight to the lungs, okay? We go to the tummy, because the stomach is the mother of the lungs. And then we have to go check the kidney too, because the kidney is the daughter of the lungs, okay? So there we go. And a lot of people, have back problem like L4, L5, okay? But actually, they're not really problem there. So then they went to the doctor, have surgery. Big mistake, okay? It actually come from their sciatic nerve. Okay, so you fix the sciatic nerve, no more back problem. I done that every day for the past 15 years, okay? So now it's time for me to share with every one of you. And this is my opinions, this is my own experience, and I share with you, you have a choice. If someone, not believe or agree with me, so I'm sorry. You don't have to listen and you don't have to do that, but you have a choice to try it, okay? So I'm doing this, not benefit nothing, not advertising for nobody. I'm just doing that just for a good cause and good, compassion way for the world, okay? So we all share the earth. We all have to care, everything in the earth. And I hope, everybody healthier and more, happy livelihood and nobody gets sick. Okay, but it's impossible to be born, to grow old, to get sick and die. But we can minimum everything down, from get sick, just maybe sneezing and hacking, coughing here and there. Okay, to grow old, we can stay a little bit slow down, aging a little bit. So you don't have to go get plastic surgery and everything. Okay, you don't have to do all this stuff. You can do by your hand. so just slow down the age. And then of course you need, internal healthy, then your external healthy, okay? So a lot of people got skin problem, like skin cancer, that come from the lungs, okay? It's not, from the sun, okay? That's a very, very nasty mistake. And then you put, the sun, of course, they're gonna make your skin, dry. So you put, more suntan, more those things, more lotion that make them worse. But see, I got sunburn all the time, but I don't have any skin cancer. Okay, knock on wood. All right, but because I know I take good care of my tummy and my internal organs. Okay, so every organ do have their own stem cell. Okay, so even your skin, they have own stem cell. So we have to take care, and stem cell need blood. Okay, and blood, it comes from sugar. There you go. All right, everything sweet. Okay, you eat everything as sweet. Even the beef, you taste them sweetie, and you take pork, the sweet, everything's sweet. Okay, but nowadays everything's sour. Like the apple, sweetened apple, honey crush, or delicious red apple, they all the same taste because, again, pharmaceutical company, lobby to the lawmaker, and the FDA to remove all the sugar out. So we don't have any natural sugar. I couldn't even drink the damn apple juice because it's so freaking sour. It's more worse than vinegar. I can drink vinegar, no problem, but apple I bought many times in original, that is whole bunch of crap. Okay, I had like 2 pounds of sugar in just 18 ounce of apple juice, and it tastes like crap. Okay. So it's waste my money, and then cause my stomach ache later. The acid eated my stomach. Okay, we get older, your stomach get weaker. Okay, that's why they sell you more Zantac, Prozac, and all that crap. Do not eat that. Do not take that. If I were you, I will take cabbage, like I mentioned earlier, cabbage head. Okay, and avoid not to eat any fruity. Now they call them. It's healthy for you. That is a big liar. Okay. See, I don't lie because I don't make any money on it, okay? I'm not on the company, I'm not on the stock, nothing. I'm just, and then I only worth 2 pennies worth to share with you this stuff, okay? Okay, very well then. Thank you very much. Thank you again. And if you find this helpful, please give the thumbs up and subscribe. And that way give me more motivate you to do some more video, okay? Thank you. And be well. Thank you.